Hey friends, Josh Smith here, Vice President of Marketing for Home Services over at Scorpion. I hope everybody's doing well, especially amid, I think this is week 2 officially of quarantine out here in California. So hopefully everybody's weathering the storm smoothly. I wanted to do a quick video update with respect to some recent changes Google's been having. There's been no shortage of blog posts and information that's been coming out over the past couple of days regarding this, but it's in respect to the GMB. For those of you who've been online for any stretch of time, the GMB, or Google My Business, is your online listing profile for Google Maps. It's pretty much their kind of social calling card for your business. And they're having some impacts right now because Google's a very, very large organization. They have a lot of support staff helping out, and they've pretty much instructed a large portion, if not all of their employees, to be working from home. And so they issued a statement basically asking businesses to expect temporary delays with respect to the Google My Business platform, as well as limitations to the typical services that you run through with respect to Google My Business. So this is going to be changes in business information, new listing verifications and claims, things like that. So with each different area, I just wanted to talk about what is happening and then what you could potentially do with respect to it. So business information, there's definitely going to be a slowdown, and the primary reason behind this is Google is having their manual support team and their manual support staff prioritize health-related businesses, so doctors, hospitals, private practitioners, things like that, and editing their information on all other requests. For other verified business, so if you are a verified business on Google My Business, the focus is going to be on any edits that are reflecting open and closed states, specialty hours, temporary closures, business descriptions, and other business attributes. That's kind of how they're looking at it. So the key thing here when it comes to business information is be patient. It probably won't happen as quickly as it's happened in the past. Even for large agencies, if you're working with a marketing agency, they may not be able to get through as quickly as they usually are able to. So be patient in this area. They are prioritizing health-related businesses. Next thing is new listing verifications and claims. Only new listings, claims, and verifications for critical health-related businesses are going to be manually reviewed by the Google support team, similar to the business information. So if you're a health-related business, if you're in the healthcare industry and you're trying to claim your listing or you're trying to verify your listing, you will get priority over many of the other businesses. Other business types, you should expect a delay in claiming new listings and verification for Google Maps and search. Next thing is new reviews in the Q&A section on Google My Business. So during this time, no new reviews, review replies, or Q&A will be available as a feature available to businesses. I think they're doing this to protect you as a business owner, but it's also to just make sure that there's not a massive influx of poorly curated reviews. Usually Google has to go through a review of the reviews whenever there's manual things submitted. If you have a negative review on your Google My Business and you try and get it flagged, they have to go in, review, gauge it against their user guidelines. So they're suspending that for the time being, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't still continue to provide good service, so that way you can, give your clients and your customers the experience that they're ultimately looking for from you as a business. And then down the road, when this ultimately gets lifted, that's a great opportunity to have your customers review you at that point. So what can you do in the meantime? It seems like it can be pretty dismal at this point in order to get anything changed with Google My Business. First things first, make sure that the changes to your listing are significant. Avoid any kind of unnecessary changes like adding photos, changing descriptions, etc. Keep the focus on major changes that you need, especially relating to your business hours, business name, your address, and your contact information. And ultimately, you want to make sure that any changes you submit to Google are focused on how people can get a hold of you and contact you for business. Focus on gathering reviews on other platforms. Other platforms aren't shutting things down right now with respect to Google My Business in the same degree that they are. So really focus on shifting your focus on getting recommendations on Facebook, getting reviews over on Yelp, getting reviews to your website, getting reviews on any of your other local listings that you might be ultimately soliciting reviews on. That's definitely an area that you want to be focusing on, pushing people in that direction. Other options include verbal review requests. One of the great things that you could potentially do is, especially during this time, is with your current customers, if you do have the ability, sanitation and cleanliness, obviously a part of this, do have the ability to get some video reviews. These could be great things that you post up on your social media, especially during this time to continue to breed trust with your customers amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Email follow-up after the service is complete with a link to provide feedback, or even displaying signs in your place of business about where customers can leave reviews. So if you know you want to push people towards Yelp, getting something in your place of business that is focused on moving people to one platform versus another can be a great way to do it. And if you have customers who are comfortable being on camera and they're willing to record themselves doing a quick video testimonial, video review, have them send that to you. Again, share that on your social media. It's a great way to continue to promulgate reviews for your business and build up the experience that people are having, even though Google is shutting those down currently for a short time. Google My Business best practices. What are some of those best practices if your business is being affected by the COVID-19? Again, the first thing, update your listing with the most current and accurate information. Make sure you're doing this and make sure those are the first requests you're prioritizing with Google My Business. And if any hours are changing, if you, next week, if your state all of a sudden says, great, everybody is homebound forever, no, for the next month, then that might be a good opportunity as like something essential that you want to submit to Google My Business. So if those are changing, if there's any other information that you want to relate to customers, that's definitely something you want to put on there. And any updates made, they're going to show in your profile on Google Maps and Google Search. So it's just something to keep in mind when it comes to where these changes are going to be seen. So anyways, I hope these are helpful tips. I hope this helps shed some light on exactly what's going on with the GMB or Google My Business platform currently. This is, again, a short-term temporary thing. Fully expect this to be lifted. So stay tuned for more updates from us over here at Scorpion. We'll continue to keep you apprised of any tips, tricks, and tools that can help you during this COVID-19 crisis that's going on right now to make sure that your business is ultimately gearing itself towards its business goals and continuing to progress towards those. Thanks, everyone.